being the big bully, basically. So that's why I say, whoa, that's why you get stories like this, that they getting mowed down over there.
Okay, so the second Ezra chapter 16 verse 33 is in the virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms, the women shall mourn having no husbands, the daughters shall mourn having no helpers.
That's going to, what it's going to say.
In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed.
Exactly. So that's what's going on during these wars. That's why y'all being killed off. That's why they going to enforce the draft.
Yep.
It says, and their husband shall perish of famine.
Yeah.
Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord.
See that? So those of us who gonna do this work, we ain't going into that war knowing y'all finna be destroyed. So all your army guys, y'all finna be destroyed in one form or fashion. Some of y'all sooner than later.
Okay. Some of y'all may just get the grand finale when Yahweh shot come.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Alright. This is the next article. It's titled, it's from the BBC News Asia. Titled, Pakistan-Iran gas pipeline defies U.S.
It is. That's why it is. It is. It actually is. That's what Jeremiah 51 is talking about.
Unveiling a new chapter in the long history of the Iran-Pakistan gas pipeline.
That's why I say who can make war
On the
with the
border,
peace?
the two presidents
Nobody.
formally inaugurate
Yeah, they'll
a
fuck
project
y'all
that,
up.
if completed, will help ease Pakistan's chronic energy shortage and provide Iran with a new route out for its gas. The pipeline's already virtually finished on the Iranian side. Pakistan now plans to build its section in around 2 years, if the challenges of insecurity along the route and financing it can be overcome. This is why Pakistan is so keen to go ahead with it. A new consignment of scrap arrives at this metal recycling plant in Islamabad. It comes here to be turned into steel rods. This was a thriving round-the-clock operation, but today the plant is idle once again because of an unexpected power cut. The disruption is hitting firms like this hard.
This is our basic sector and real sector which really contributes in our economy. The whole economy is affected badly due to this load shedding and electricity and energy crisis. The required temperature for melting this iron is 1600 centigrades, which can only be achieved by using electricity.
The workforce has been cut by half, and production is also down by more than 50%.
In Pakistan, there are thousands of factories battling against the odds because of the energy crisis. Businesses, small and large, want a substantial increase in energy supplies. And the geopolitics surrounding where Pakistan turns to in order to secure extra supplies is hardly the top priority in places like this.
Today I am pleased to join Chairman Shah to celebrate another milestone in our assistance to Pakistan's hydropower dams.
Look who actually making the decisions, though. When it came time to who actually doing the talking behind the project, guess what nationality still at? A white man. They do run the whole area. All you gotta do is try to make a move in there. That's all you gotta do is do something.
They've given waivers to other countries.
You ain't gotta say you own something you already know you own it. All you gotta do is act like I don't own it and make a move and I'll show you. That's all you gotta do.
Show of resistance against
Put something in the sky and watch I shoot it down.
set to remain a highly politicized
You better be your own shot. Anything outside of that, we shooting that shit down.
Mike Aldridge, BBC News, Islamabad.
Yeah, so as you can see, these crackers run the whole world. Who's making the final decision of that pipeline? I don't give a fuck what they talking about. Crackers.
Yep. This is, you got something?
Yeah, but you know.
This Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home. See, he over there in Pakistan, laying the pipelines down. That's neither keeps at home. Because you better believe that he got some military somewhere stashed, suggesting here, like the brother was just saying, if anybody get out of line, they gonna mow him down. Hostile takeover. It says, Who enlargeth his desire as hell, it is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
Right.
But gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people.
That's why he's standing there when it comes to make the final decision.
Yep. Yes, sir.
This is Job chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the face of the judge thereof. If not, wherein who is he? Right. This earth was given to Esau. Esau runs this whole world. And it just showed you in the video clip that even though the news will let you think that these nations are doing something against the United States, but it's all in the United States plan.
Yeah.
Esau's running the whole show on both
you
sides.
gotta have the eye to see though, because you will miss that. You don't know the inside who really running. You wouldn't even know this dude was white. You would have thought he was air.
Right.
You know the scripture in Genesis where Esau was given a field.
25. 25th chapter. 25. For the blessing.
Yeah.
I think it's 28.
Right.
If you get it, read it.
Oh, I got it. This is Genesis 28, and 38. It says, and Esau said unto his father, hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and the dew of heaven from above.
That was his blessing, the fatness of the earth. He gonna take over everything. And dew of heaven, like the brother said, you get out of line or try to send something in the sky, you're gonna shoot it down. That's the dew of above. Go ahead.
And by thy sword shalt thou live, and shalt serve thy brother. It shall come to pass, when thou shalt have the dominion, that thou shalt break his yoke from off thy neck. And Esau hated Jacob because of yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because remember they switched it. Like you can't get political correct names and stuff. Okay, let's move to the next one. We're gonna follow the next one.
Oh man.
And then we're gonna do that one.
Okay, title is Hooters is chasing women as customers.
Slut bucket.
Jake, go ahead.
It says Charmaine Fobbs carries drinks at a Hooters restaurant on February 2nd, 2006 during the grand opening of Hooters Casino Hotel in Las Vegas.
Yeah, they used that clipping. They got to give you the actual date to clipping. This article was last year.
Okay, it says Hooters has always been known for tank top wearing girls. Now faced with declining sales, it's wooing women as customers. The chain's waitresses are as buxom as ever, but its sales have flattened out, said Darren Tristano, executive vice president at research firm Technomic Inc. Revenue peaked. It said Technomic Inc. Revenue peaked in 2007 at nearly $1 billion, but had fallen to around $850 million last year. He estimated. The privately held company doesn't release sale figures. The brand recently announced an overhaul aimed at making Hooters more mainstream than Man Cave, adding more salads to its menu, remodeling stores, and rolling out a series of ads last week to toot the changes. These efforts have only made the brand a little more popular, a new consumer survey shows. According to market research firm YouGov's brand index, both men and women think slightly better of Hooters than they did prior to its overhaul. But men's impression barely squeaked into positive territory. And women's overall perception remains sharply negative. Brand Index CEO Ted Marzulli said the small gains were encouraging for the brand, but it's not a brand that appeals to everyone. Hooters PR agency declined to make.
Point is that motherfucking goddamn place that was made for men is now advertising towards women now. I wonder why. Maybe somebody knows about the women having all the money now.
Right.
And they want to be, you know, have fun and be entertained and shit. And they don't like, you know, they don't mind some titties in their face. But this Isaiah 24:5, the earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the law, changed the ordinance, broke the everlasting covenant. That's what these crackers did. That's why you got goddamn Judites in there walking around trying to sell themselves, and who they selling to? Other women.
Yep.
So there go that lesbian there, so the earth is defiled under the inhabitants. Who pushing it? The owners of the goddamn store.
Edomites.
Right, these Edomites. They know what they doing. Anybody else?
I was looking for the earth is out of course.
Psalms
I
82
was
and
thinking
6.
about that.
Which one?
Psalms 82 and 6.
82.
That's the one I was thinking about. Let me get this one.
This is Psalms 82, and I'm going to start from 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundation of the earth are out of course. Right, this is out of course, man. You got the women betraying the sluts, women targeting other women. That's being out of course. Okay? The whole structure of America is out of course. That's because they got the women pumped up. That's pretty much it.
I'm going to have an excerpt out of this book again, the Tavistock Institute of Human Relations. And this is page...
No, show it again, show it again. Okay.
This is page 13. It says, people who stopped to think at all said they hated the way times were changing. But what they did not and could not know was that times were being made to change according to a carefully laid out Tavistock formula. It says, Tavistock was now in the most crucial stage of developing its plan that called for womanhood to be reduced to a lower standard of morality and a feminine behavior never thought possible.
Right, that's why these bitches is now having Hooters advertised to them more than ever before. Because women morale is low. That's why they can have their daughters wear these spandex like the broad you mess with down the street. That's why her daughter can leave the house like that and have boyfriends and have sex. Because the morale is as low as it ever was before. So ain't no virtuous woman.
It says nations were in a state of numbness, shell-shocked by the radical changes forced upon them, which seemed impossible to stop, in which a complete absence of female modesty reflected in learned behavior attitudes that made them.
And that's what I was just talking about. Learned behavior. Who they learned from? From their mama. So get Ezekiel 16:44.
That made the 1920s and 1930s look like a lady Sunday school teachers convention.
Exactly. Because motherfuckers was in their right state of mind. Shit, nowadays, if you look at now and then, it's totally gone, man. Yeah, it's out of there. Ain't no fixing it. Ain't no trying to repair nothing. Ain't no trying to get people. Nothing. That's why, for instance, how I made that comment yesterday about the church members. How I can take money and now actually like use the money to like buy them to just sell drugs and do whatever. They gonna take the money.
Right. There was no stopping the sexual revolution that swept the world during that era. And that
era is this era.
Yeah.
That what he's reading is leading up to what you see her. That was the end result of what he read. So they done. What he reading about, that's the end result of it right there. She is the prime example of it.
It says there was no stopping the sexual revolution that swept the world during that era and that planned degradation
of womanhood that went with it. That's it.
What is it? You went to Ezekiel 16?
44.
Okay, this Ezekiel chapter 16, verse 44. It says, "Behold, everyone that using proverbs should use this proverb against thee, saying, as if the mother, so is her daughter."
Right. How you say that? That department you read?
Oh, Tavistock Institute?
Right. They said a learned behavior. And that learned behavior didn't come from them. It came from the scriptures out the Bible.
They just fulfilled the prophecy.
Right. Exactly. They just people on earth who are robots. They got spirit in their body.
Oh, this is a propaganda factory, by the way.
Yeah.
That was headed by
So
Rothschild.
you don't supposed to look like that. Black women. That ain't the modern. That ain't the new age look.
That's not your proper attire.
Yeah, that's it.
Alright.
Oh, go ahead.
It's Amos chapter 7, verse 17. It said, "Therefore thus said the Lord, that wife should be in harlot in the city."
Yeah. So that's why that is the motto for them.
Yep.
See that? So you get black man, Latin, Native American better get the understanding what's in these goddamn women head and why it's in them.
Yeah.
Yahweh shall put it up in their goddamn head. So your women should be what? Israelite man.
This is, "That wife should be a harlot in the city,
They fulfilled that. They did a hell of a job.
and thy sons and thy daughters shall fall by the sword."
Right, and y'all do a hell of a job by killing y'allself. Gang on gang violence, overdoses, all kind of dumbass shit.
"And thy land shall be divided by line, and thou shalt die in a polluted land in Israel."
America. And all over the world, really.
And Israel shall surely go into captivity forth of his land.
Yeah, and it happened. So this Isaiah 5:20. Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight. Woe unto them that are mighty to drink wine and men of strength to mingle strong drink.
Right, because they'll believe that this is all good.
Yeah.
That's also woe to them that call
Evil good.
that call evil good and good evil.
Yeah, because they'll say, "Damn, shorty, she fine, girl.
Yep.
Man, he hating on you." That's what these niggas. Them
That's how
niggas hate
like
us.
tried to switch it up
That's
on
how-
my brother in ISUPK.
Yeah, and that's how they do us outside.
Yep.
So, well.
By cause of sheer propaganda, because at least this world pushed this out through their media avenues, the news, the movies, the music videos, that this is okay. This
Yeah.
is what's acceptable in society.
Like Russell Simmons. So this is for you. This Isaiah 5:23, which justify the wicked for reward and take away the righteousness of the righteous from him. That's us, because they don't let us know. Like her. She got her righteousness took away from her, because why? She got low self-esteem. Why she Nicki Minaj? Okay, no, fuck them bitch. I don't like them bitch too much. They out of here anyways.
No sleeping now.
Yeah. Just play it.
Alright, this the next one. It says 5.2 earthquakes shake Southern California.
Right.
Earthquakes rock Southern California. Hi everyone, it's David Begnaud. This is Newsbreaker. If you were in SoCal, you probably felt them. 3 main quakes with a magnitude 4.6 and 4.7. Took place near Anza, California. It's about 120 miles southeast of Los Angeles. The quakes were initially reported at 5.1 and 5.2, but then downgraded. ABC7 LA tweeted there have been at least 55 aftershocks since the initial quake. Now, the quakes were felt all over SoCal. Hurricane Freak tweeted, "Felt it here in Murrieta. It felt terrible and long and loud." By the way, Murrieta is about 80 miles east of Los Angeles. Fire officials in Riverside County near Palm Springs, Palm Desert say no damage or injuries were reported there. And the Los Angeles Fire Department just tweeted, "LAFD earthquake mode complete. No damage found." Our Newsbreaker team is tracking the news on the quake. Follow us on Twitter at Newsbreaker. We'll keep you posted.
Yeah, so as you can see, you got the quakes happening, and we was also told about the quakes happening and what you're supposed to do when you see some happen. Especially on the Richter scale like this. You see how many aftershocks, right? So that's to remind you that it's time.
Yep. This is Matthew 24:7. "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places." All these are the beginning of sorrows. For the scripture, the Lord himself, Yahweh Shai himself, said there was going to be earthquakes.
Do 21 and 7. And then go down. Luke, so we can go right off of that.
This is Luke 21 and 7.
Don't worry about that earthquake.
It says, and they asked him, saying, Master, but when shall these things be? And what sign will there be when these things shall come to pass? And he said, take heed that ye be not deceived, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ.
The church.
And in that time draweth near, go ye not therefore after them. But when ye shall hear of wars and commotions, be not terrified, for these things...
South Korea, North Korea, Afghanistan, Iraq, Russia, China, everybody.
Yep. For these things must first come to pass, but the end is not by and by. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places.
Right, whatever normally happen.
And famines and pestilence, and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from the heaven. Well, that's another prophecy, Yahweh shall say.
Isaiah, I brought this up earlier. Isaiah 29 and 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire. Right, so that's the Lord doing these earthquakes, because it said thou shalt be visited of the Lord with these earthquakes. That's him doing this, and there's going to be more earthquakes continue to come out here too.
Okay.
Lord willing, the more hit America.
Okay, I got something. This is 2 Ezra 8 and 50. For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out of the glory for such as be like thee. Right, so don't worry about all these people dying from these earthquakes, because it say,
and if you, now y'all go.
right, because they say it's going to be nothing but great miseries.
Don't keep trying to pile shit on top of it. Yeah.
Because the miseries is all of these destructions that's going on right now. That's part of that misery. Okay? That's it. Oh, I got something one time. This is Ezra's, 2 Ezra 9 and 1. And this is going back to the scripture the brother read about the earthquakes. This is 2 Ezra 9 and 1. And he answered me and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. See? And that's how we know we got this measuring stick. The measuring stick is riots is supposed to happen. That means we're getting closer. Civil unrest, we're getting closer to try. Commotions is going to happen. That means we're getting closer. And earthquakes. Y'all gonna switch up that.
Right.
You can go ahead.
Yeah, I'm trying to.